to my channel. Do you remember those Concertina notebooks I made a few weeks ago with the little postcards from the Digital Collage Club? Well, I thought I'd have a go at making a Concertina journal, and I'm going to use this packaging. If you remember, I did my nature journal with this packaging. I've got so much of it. Yes, I've been buying too much online. It was from Mi Tiende Arte or Craftelia. They come with this great packaging that's perforated. So I've done some of it already because it takes a bit of practice to get used to what you're doing. That way round, this is my front. So I've folded and I've put paper clips in for the way it's going to go, like this, like that, and then you flip over and it goes back to the front again. What I'm going to have to do is, these are the sheets, so what I have to do is fold it in half like that. Let's take the last sheet I've got, the last accordion sheet, and I'm folding it back on itself, making sure I'm where everything should be, like that. And then I'm putting this in side there, the bit that's open, but it won't be because I've got to go through, glue all these pages together, then glue all the accordion bit together, so that's going to take a little while. But this is just basically the way I've done the format to start off with, like that. No, I've not done that far enough, have I? Oh no, I have. That's it. Because then what I'm going to do, see, even now I get confused. I did all this yesterday. Then you're just going to fold that back on itself, and this is going to be the back. Now, here I've got front, stick to cover, and so I remember which way to go. The cover I'm going to use is the old Amazon packaging. I've already, I don't know if you can see, drawn out where I want to cut it out, and then I'm going to cover in what do you call it, tea dye paper, so that I've got a nice front cover. It's just going to be slightly bigger all the way round. Do that back and front and cover it in tea dye paper. Then the kit I'm going to use is sunflower soiree from Cara Brandon Creations. It's her latest kit that came out in July. Whoops, wrong way up. Gorgeous kit, and I'm going to be using the sunflowers on there. Okay, I've got all these twisted round the wrong way. But as you can see, a lovely kit. Lots of papers, collage papers. I might think of that as maybe the front, I'm not sure yet. Some I've printed full page, and some I've printed as it comes out, to see what would happen. Then there's lots of background pages as well, as you can see there. This is a freebie on her Facebook page at the moment, and then you've got these as background pages. I love this with the sunflowers on. Oh, they're the same, and that was a misprint I'm going to make something with. The ephemera I've already cut out here. So, and I've already made 2 paper clips there, and there's lots of bits of ephemera, tags, journal cards, etc. So I'm going to use all that. I've also found a napkin with sunflowers on, so I was thinking I'd use this as well. Not quite sure how yet, but I'll see, maybe on a tag. Not sure. But anyway, found lots of things to do and to use. And the next time I'm back on, in a minute, which will be a minute to you and a bit length of time to me, I will have glued all this lot together and hopefully put the front cover on. See you in a few seconds. And the other thing is, look, I've had my nails with sunflowers on as well. Coincidence, but my lady that does my nails also likes practicing on me, and she wanted to practice sunflowers, so I thought that was quite good. Okay, a few seconds for you a few days for me. I've stuck everything together, as you can see from here. All the pages are together now. I've also put on the front cover, and I've covered the front with some coffee paper. Personally, I leave my covers till last, and once I've done the journal, I then decide what I'm going to do on the cover. But I have got the back to put on here. So what I've done, you'll see in a moment, I'm just going to mark where I need it to. So these are a level. I'm marking where I need it to be stuck, so I know where to go. Take the clips off and I'll show you what I've done. I've used the Amazon packaging, and I've covered it in the coffee paper. I've then figured out where I need it to go. One of the other things that I have to do is put clips on here so that this stays in place when I glue it, because you do have to really press it down along here. So I've marked where I'm going to be placing it on there, up a bit there, like that. So I put glue on here first. I'm going to need to stick this down as well, here. So I put glue on there. I mean, you could feasibly cut that bit off and then stick it down, and then glue all the way around the edges so that it sticks. A bit more around there, I think. Put that on. Smudge. And then put this down so that it's straight and needs to be where the pencil marks are. Move forward a little bit. There. Unfortunately, I'm not sure you can see this. That might be better that way. Yeah, you can see it a bit better there. Get my card to make sure it's all glued down and in the crease there. And if you pull it up like this, you can see here, I'll undo this now, you can see here that you really need to push it down. And what I've done with the front cover, I put these little clips on just to hold it there while it dries. So this would be the back there. And that should hopefully be dry now, well, eventually. So that it folds over like this. I mean, I've got the clips there, so it's a little bit more awkward at the moment. Goes over. Oh, and I've got I've also got some paper that I've attached. Put that on there. Papers that I'm attaching so I know where they're going. So it folds over like this. Like that, and then that folds over. And it will flip that way. Like that. Yes, and that's supposed to be attached to that, so I need a clip on there. Note that way up. Like that. So it goes like, so we start from here. There's my first bit there. I want to attach this here. What I've done, I've used my tearing ruler and torn some of the sheets up. So they go, that's going to go there. I've got a page to go there. That's going on there, that's going on there. And this is going on here for now. I'm hoping this will just be journal space. I'm just going to put papers on, leave some pages like this for journaling, and then make a decision about where I'm putting all the pockets from the ephemera kit as well, and what I'm going to do with them all. So I'm going to start with the front here, and I've just realised I've forgotten. I'm going to use, where is it? I'm going to use ground espresso for the edging. I quite like the dark corner on it, the dark edge. I think I've said this before, but I think it goes quite well with this. So I'm going to use this. I'll probably use, if I'm doing pockets that are quite light coloured, I'll probably use tea dye with it. See how that looks. Sometimes this can be a little bit heavy, but I think when you've got quite a large area like this, the darker ink edges look better. My preference. Not everybody will probably think that. So I'm sticking that on there. Right, across there. I'm actually, I'm going to probably take a little while to do all this because I'm in the process of just put my house on the market. And over here in Spain, you generally sell first, rent somewhere, or I'm lucky enough to be able to go into an apartment, and then you find somewhere afterwards. They can never seem to tie up the selling and buying at the same time. So I'm putting that on there. Oops. Like that. I think that's looking quite nice. And I do like the sturdy cover for it, because these are quite flimsy. There. And this one I'm going to put on here. The ground espresso around the edge. Yeah, so I've got a lot going on. We've had a few viewings this week. One felt they were too overlooked. The other one thought the master bedroom was too small. I did point out all you do is sleep in it, so how big a bedroom do you need? But it can be quite stressful moving wherever you are. So I've got quite a bit going on at the moment, so I'm trying to do all this in between. And because we still have COVID regulations over here, if you've got people viewing the properties, it's masks at all times, and we actually can't be here and they can't touch anything. And the agent's with them the whole time, showing them round. It's only the agent that touches anything. So we've still got quite strict restrictions in place at the moment. I'm just going to put that on there, like that. I do like this kit. It's so cheerful, and it's still the summer, isn't it? Even though I did Christmas last month, and I'm thinking about Christmas and autumn, it's still the summer. And then I'm going to put this one on here. What I'll do is carry on with this and get all these pages stuck in, and then we'll see what pockets I've got, what ephemera I've got, and what looks can go in certain places on the pages. As I say, you do need to leave some pages for journaling, but these I do like. As you saw from my Christmas journal, I do like the ruffles lately, so I might end up making some ruffles, but I don't know what material at the moment. Or I might make some paper ruffles with some of the offcuts from the kit. So I'll just stick that there. So yeah, I'm going to carry on going through these pages, sticking the different pages on and waiting for my back page to dry. So I'll see you in a few seconds. I've finished gluing on all the pages, and I have done a little bit of ephemera. This is the front cover. I'm getting a sort of idea of what I want to do, but still not too sure. Anyway, I'll do a quick show of what I've done. As you can see with these pages, here is a belly band. I have to say, done some ephemera. One of the things I'm going to do is round the corners off on this big journal card. I did lose a lot of paper, and I've got quite a few offcuts here, but I've got plans for that for another project. And this is just it was a sheet of paper I had left. So what I plan to do is I've made a large journal card, ink the edges, both sides. I am thinking of cutting my videos down to one a week. I have been doing it a bit sporadically. Our weather here in southern Spain has gone absolutely mental. It's so hot, and you just can't keep going all the time. So I am thinking of cutting it down a bit. Now what I have got, and I've got to find here, is I've got these little circles, put them on there, from the Digital Collage Club. So I'm going to make a tab. I do like this B one, you can see, and that one I think. I'm going to make a tab for the side here, like that. So I need to ink these as well. Like that. Oh, I've got it sticking out there. And ink this one. There. Whoops. Put him on there. Oh look, I've forgotten my glues. I went over to my other desk last night. I was doing another journal. I moved some of the stuff back there and I forgot. Okay. Put him on the side there. And then this one on the back. I have backed some of this on, as you can see with this one, tea dye paper. And some I've done with the yellow ink paper using my yellow cartridges. Right, it goes that way. Yeah. So that goes in there. Now, there is quite a few of these pages, so you've got journaling space, but it seemed quite blank and I wanted to decorate a bit. So what I've done, again, I've made another card using, no, actually this is a digital card from, what was it called? Digital Mandragora on Etsy. She had a lot of sunflower embellishments that I've also used on this, and this was just one journal card that was like this, and I really liked how large. I do like these large cards. I don't know why it is. So one of the things I thought of doing was putting this on here with some of this washi tape that I've got, and this was good old AliExpress. I thought that could go on there and do a tipping for it. Take that bit off down the side there. You never know when those little bits come in handy, do you? And down the side there. Put that in there and just make a little tip in. This is quite a good tape actually, it's quite strong. So that can go in there like that and flip up, and you've got lots of journal space. This was one of the backing pages that I thought again you could write on. I've practiced with a black pen and it works. These are two tags that I've made already that I've put in, and what I did, because I did have a lot of, as I say, scraps left like this and some larger ones, as you can see here, I didn't quite fit a page. So I've put in a couple of pockets, side pockets, just to use the papers up so that I'm not wasting them too much. So that can go in there. These is all from the kit, from Cara Brandon's kit, Sunflower kit. So there's a journaling card. Again, this I thought could be some writing space, and I might do some collaging on there. I'll see. I've also, done this. I've made quite a few paper ruffles. So that's quite nice on there. I quite like that. Adds a bit of something to it. And Cara has some small, here we go, some small labels. That might go quite nicely. Might put that on there. Yep, I think I will. Might just ink the edges like that. But you're still leaving, you're decorating a bit, but still leaving quite a bit of space. I always glue the sewing down. My sewing, as people know, is not brilliant. I'm getting better, definitely. I'll put it that way around, just there. Oh, there we go. You see, I've left it white over the other side. And this just needs cutting off. Yeah. And I am going to try and find some words, flower words, that I can put into these labels as well. Got a new pot of glue. You'd think it'd be easy to come out, but it doesn't. And I've forgotten to ink it very gently, because this ground espresso is quite a dark ink, so you don't want it dominating too much. I'll put that on there. I think I prefer it going like that, so I'll take the glue off there. Should have thought of that, shouldn't I? There. Like that, and I'll find a word to go on there, I think. Then here, again, you don't want it too fat in here either, otherwise it's not going to close properly. Here, I've just decided, again, see, these are two of the larger sheets I've got left. So I thought I would make a journal card to go underneath this paper clip. So I need to cut this down. So if I cut it down about there, over here, quickly. Like that. Another scrap of paper to keep. So yeah, I'm going to glue this onto. Now this is tea-dyed paper that I put salt on, but it wasn't brilliant. It wasn't a very good experiment. But you try, don't you? You have to try these things. Now, the new pot, you wouldn't think I'd have to put it upside down, would you? Just to get it started. Right. I'll move that out of the way just now. Put this down here. Again, I could have backed it onto tea-dyed card, but again, I was a little worried about the thickness in this. So it's the first time I've made one of these Concertina journals, so I wasn't too sure how it was going to work out. So I'll cut this down. There. Oh dear, still wet, should have left it. I'm going to have to trim that. Oops, oh well, you get to see all the mistakes as well. That's okay, I can trim that down once it's dry. I'll have to come back with that one. Put that aside to dry. Should have known that really, shouldn't I? Okay, so then we've got the blue butterflies, again for journaling. Another one of these pockets with 2 of the scraps of paper. And this time I've actually backed it in the yellow ink dyed paper. Oh, and one of the other things I picked up at the charity shop the other day was this lovely yellow lace. It was actually a blouse. Picked it up for €2 at one of the charity shops, so that was handy. So I've got some of that. Oops, wrong way round. So that, I don't think that needs a tab on because that's quite prominent in there. Then this is some more journaling again. I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet. We'll have to have a think about that. Then we flip over and this will be the back. I'll cover this in a nice big sunflower, I think. Something like this that can go on here. Just the whole sheet. I'll see what I've got. And then we flip over this way. And yes, I've been playing with my bowl of gems here. And I found some gems that match. So that's quite handy. This was a collage page, and this was a huge sunflower. I was going to use on the cover, but it just didn't look right when I was sort of fiddling around with it, so I've left it. And again here I've got space for another journal card. I'm not sure which yet. There's lots of journaling space. I've got a paper clip in there. I've got to put something in there. And more journaling space. Again, and these are decorating up. So yeah, we've got a little way to go yet, but we'll get there. Anyway, I think I'll leave it there, and I need to have a think about some things. Thanks very much for watching. I hope you carry on watching, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye.